Still a dry eye in the house? Anywhere? Welcome, everyone. This is going to be a fun wedding. It's going to be a quick wedding, and it's going to be a great wedding. Today is a celebration. Oh, by the way, I think you can all take a seat now at this point in time, unless you want to stand. Thank you. Yep, there we go. Oh, no. Today is a celebration. It's a celebration of love, of commitment, of friendship, of family, and most importantly, of two of our favorite people standing in front of us today. Now, you don't have to have a ceremony like this to have a marriage. And when you think about the whole thing is kind of weird, right? You're standing on a stage, looking fancy, holding flowers, and being stared at by many of those around us who have meant anything to you in the past 20 years or so. So why do we do it? The marriage ceremony has been an important feature across nearly every culture, religion, generation, society. We have thousands of important moments that happen to us throughout our lives, but this one is regarded as so critical, we acknowledge its special status by sharing it with all others, all of you. But why this moment? Because despite all of our differences, love is what we all share. It's the great unifier, our one universal truth. No matter who we are, where we've come from, what we believe, we know this one thing. Love is what we're doing right. That's why both of you are standing here, and that's why all of you are out there to watch them stand up here. We have all loved in our lifetimes, and in this moment, we're reminded that the ability to love is the very best part of our humanity. All of us are here today also have our own love stories. Some are short, some are long, some are yet unwritten, while others are just getting to the good part. And that's what brings us here. Once again, this is a time to pause, to look back, to smile at all the moments that brought you two here, Alex and Brianne. And a time to look ahead at all the moments that are yet to come. I'm here, we're all here, because we want those moments for you. We're here to support you, to be proud of you, and to remind you that love isn't happily ever after of the movies. Love is an experience of writing your story. It's not just one moment, it's not even this moment. It's every moment. Big ones like saying I love you for the first time, moving in together, getting engaged. But mostly a million little ones that come in between those big moments. Falling asleep next to one another, making dinner together, spending holidays with your families, binge watching Netflix shows, getting a big hug from when you get home from work. These everyday moments fuse together into one big experience. And even though this experience is so incredible, and we all talk about it so often, words often fail us when we try to explain it. I'm just doing the best I can up here. And that's just the way it is with love. It's meant to be felt, not necessarily described. But of course, we try to describe love, and it is, after all, one of our favorite pastimes. We use the words to write stories and poems and songs about love. And even though we describe love in different ways and even though love can look different from one person to the next, we all know when we see it. And we all see it here. So today, we have some words about what love is coming from some of those people who love you the most. First up, we'll have a reading from Alex's aunt, Shelley Foster, also known as Sissy. And she'll come up here, I'll slide over, and hopefully this goes down a little bit. There we go, we'll do one of those.
I want to thank both of you for inviting me to do this today. I really appreciate it and feel very honored and blessed. Thank you. I don't want to.
Closer to the mic. I'll write it out.
I chose to read from Ephesians chapter 5, verse 28 to 33. This is how husbands should treat their wives, loving them as parts of themselves. For since a man and his wife are now one, a man is really doing himself a favor and loving himself when he loves his wife. No one hates his own body, but lovingly cares for it, just as Christ cares for his body, the church, of which we are the parts. That a husband and a wife are a body is proved by Scripture, which says, a man must leave his father and mother when he marries, so that he can be perfectly joined to his wife, and the two shall be one. I know this is hard to understand, but it's an illustration of the way we are parts of the body of Christ. So again, I say, a man must love his wife as part of himself, and a wife must see to it that she deeply respects her husband, obeying, praising, and honoring him. Thank you.
Raphael.
Thank you. The next reading will be provided by Brianne's uncle, Anthony Jacoby, a.k.a. Uncle Tony. Hey!
All right. Hi, everybody. Thank you, Auntie, because what you shared was part of what I have, and I'm going to try to make this as short as possible. Principles of life. Leave, love, learn, laugh, and live. And then also order for success is faith, family, freedom, finances, and feelings. So briefly, like your aunt said, a man shall leave his father and mother and cleave onto his wife. So now what that means is, as she said, you got to love each other. Husband is commanded or required to love the wife, and she's only required to assist and show you respect. So learn, seek and listen to God's commandments, love and serve God and each other with your heart and soul, and He will give you your land or your success in due time or season. Study, and when it's time for a little Alex and Brianne to come into our world, train that child up, hopefully with faith and love. And I know both of you are going to do a great job and laugh. And I always see the two of you laughing and enjoying the moment, laugh at each other's mistakes, agree to disagree, and especially have common goals. And then life, if you live just for this body, it's not going to last. But if you have faith, that's going to last forever. And then faith, obviously, without faith, it is impossible to please God. And that's going to be your union, I hope. Family, you are now the new immediate family. That means the two of you come first, then it's parents, siblings, relatives, and friends. Remember that. Don't ever let anybody else get in your way. That's passing on from me to you. Freedom, that comes from God. He's going to give you your abundance. And then finances, the 70-30 rule. 70's for your expenses, 10's for savings, 10's for giving, and then 10's for fun. So you guys got that covered. Lastly, feelings. Use straightforward communication and be honest with each other. And don't go to bed angry, and forgive each other. That's all. If I can leave you with that, you guys are going to do a great job, and I have total faith in you. Thank you so much for letting me have a minute of your day. God bless you.
Alrighty, thank you. And now we have something a little unique and a little fun. It is said, like good wine, a great love will deepen and mature with age. The bride and groom have asked their parents and bridal party throughout this week and in the past to compose notes containing their thoughts and important pieces of advice to the couple as they journey through life together. These notes and their vows will now be sealed in this box over here to be opened and shared together with a bottle of wine. It's pretty nice, I saw it earlier. Also in that box on their 5-year anniversary celebration. On that day, they will get to reflect on the events and the emotions they shared today. They can also reminisce about all the wonderful memories they will have made over the last 5 years and dream of all of those yet to come. Alex and Brianne will now seal the box.
All right, let's go do it.
Okay. I'm going to set this baby on the ground.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for everyone putting a note in here.
Great. Water.
I'll do the first nail.
How about I'll hold it?
Now your turn.
Okay, a moment of truth here. Don't get those nails. Don't get your fingers.
And one more.
Bend.
Oh, baby, one nail down there.
For those of you who can't see, hers went in way better than Alex's did, actually.
Right there. Right.
Oh, you set me up.
No, right there. Right there.
All right.
All right. You fell in love by chance, but you're here today because you're making a choice. You both are choosing each other. You've chosen to be with someone who enhances you, who makes you think, makes you smile, and makes every day brighter. You're about to make promises to each other that you intend to keep, hopefully with not too much legalese from Alex. You're going to vow to take care of each other, to stand up for one another, and find happiness in one another. There's a simple premise to each of these promises. You're vowing to be here. You're teaming up and saying to each other, every experience I am going to have, I want you to be a part of. Alex and Brianne have decided to write their own vows. Brianne will begin, followed by Alex.
I've been nervous about this all day, so I'm going to try really hard. My love, over the past 5 years, I have had the fortune to get to know one of the most amazing men this world has been blessed with, and that's you, babe. We've traveled together, lived together, grown together, had ups and downs together, and everything between. During our time spent as a couple, I have learned quite a few things that I know I can depend on you for as I commit to being with you until death do us part. I can depend on you bringing your speaker wherever we go and getting the party started. I can depend on you cooking us the best breakfast on our mornings off together. I can depend on you supplying me with a lifetime of laughter, fun, and adventure. I can depend on you protecting me, keeping me safe, and fixing anything that needs fixing. And lastly, I know I can depend on your constant support with friends, family, work, and school, especially being my full-time editor for my massive grad school papers. And with already knowing there are so many things I can depend on you for, there are also so many things I look forward to experiencing with you as I become your wife. I look forward to seeing you as a husband. I just know you're going to make the best husband. I look forward to watching you become a father to our future children. I can't wait to see you teach them so many things while you share your wealth of facts with them and to go on many road trips and adventures with them. Our kids are going to love you so much. I look forward to watching you flourish in your professional practice and becoming an even better version of yourself than you already are, which is hard to believe because you are already so accomplished. You continue to impress me every single day. I look forward to going on endless amounts of coffee walks together, and I look forward to seeing you grow old and every ache and pain that comes along with it. As I dreamed about our future together while writing these vows, many things come to mind that I vow to promise to you. I vow to be your #1 travel partner and to always give up my aisle seat to you whenever possible. I vow to dance with you in the kitchen when we're making dinner. I vow to play musical air instruments with you to Dave Matthews' greatest hits and our favorite Netflix series introduction songs. I vow to take moments to pause and appreciate all of our blessings in our very fast-paced lives. I vow to never go to bed angry, to always say I love you and kiss you goodnight. And more importantly, I vow to be your #1 fan, your greatest supporter, your loyal partner, your best friend, a loving mother, and the best wife I can possibly be to you. I vow to never forget the look in your eyes when you first told me you loved me when ringing in 2014 in your parents' kitchen. Every single day, I count my lucky stars that I've had the privilege to spend so many amazing moments with you, and I look forward to spending the rest of our lives creating more moments, memories, and milestones with you as your wife, partner, and best friend. You are the love of my life, and you make me happier than I could ever imagine and more loved than I ever thought possible. I love you, Alex Edwin Eichhorn.
Okay, so now is about the time if my mom was here, she would say Alex forgot his vows 100%. But Mom, I didn't forget my vows. I got them here, so we're good. Brianne, you are my best friend. I promise to laugh with you, cry with you, and grow with you. I will love you when we are together and when we are apart. I promise to support your dreams and to respect our differences. I promise to encourage your compassion because that is what makes you unique and wonderful. I promise to nurture your dreams because dreams are what make us grow. I promise to help shoulder our challenges, for there is nothing we cannot face if we stand together. I promise to be your partner in all things, not possessing you, but working with you as part of the whole. Brianne, you truly are the love of my life, and you make me happier than I ever could have imagined and more loved than I ever thought possible. You have made me a better person. You have a special way about you that makes everyone around you the best version of themselves. When I first met you, it was clear that you were special. It seems like it was just yesterday when I told you I first loved you. Since that time, my love has grown in unimaginable ways. You have been my rock during the most difficult times of my life. And I promise to be there for you when you need me. Fuzz blew my eye up here. Fuzz. We've also shared the best of memories together, from traveling the world to making new friends, and most recently to buying a new home together. I promise to never let this exciting story end. I see these vows not as promises, but as privileges. I get to laugh with you and cry with you, care for you and share with you. I get to run with you and walk with you, build with you and live with you. But most of all, I promise to love you the rest of my life. I love you, baby. That's all I got. That's it.
It's my tough act to follow. All right. All right. You both have chosen to wear rings as a reminder of these promises you just made. Andy, would you be able to provide the rings to the bride and groom? People say that wedding bands are a perfect circle with no beginning and no end. But these rings did have a beginning. The stones were formed a long time ago deep within the earth. Eventually, a series of lucky events caused them to rise to the surface where someone dug them up. Metal was then liquefied in a furnace at 1,000 degrees, molded, cooled, and painstakingly polished. Something beautiful was made from raw elements. I think love is like that. It comes from humble beginnings. And through a combination of serendipity and effort, imperfect beings shape it into something extraordinary. It's the process of making something beautiful where there was once nothing at all. As you look at these rings over the years, I hope that you remember that. You've created something invaluable, and just as I know that you will protect these rings, I'm confident that you'll protect the commitments you've made to one another today. Now to the good part. Will you, Alex, keep Brianne as your favorite person, to laugh with her, go on adventures with her, and support her through life's tough moments, to be proud of her, to grow old with her, and find new reasons to love her every day?
I do. I will. I will. I will.
Same question to you, Brianne. Will you, Brianne, keep Alex as your favorite person, to laugh with him, go on adventures with him, support him through life's tough moments, be proud of him, grow old with him, and find new reasons to love him every day?
I do. And I will.
You guys can put the rings on each other's fingers now as well. Look at that. Lastly, together, Alex and Brianne, will you be each other's partners from this day forward? Will you bring out the best in one another, share your happiest moments together, and love each other absolutely for the rest of this lifetime and for whatever may come next?
We do.
There it is. I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss the bride, Alex. Lovely. Thank you. Please, yeah. Woo!
Baby, it's been a long day, baby. Things ain't been going my way, you know I need you here. You clear my mind all the time. And baby, the way you move me, it's crazy. It's like you see right through me and make it easier. You please me, you don't even have to try. Oh, because you are the best thing. You are the best thing. You are the best thing. say that you believe